They might be called flapjacks, but we're not having breakfast. Let's talk about Kalanchoe. What's up, fellow plant enthusiasts? My name is Dylan, and this is Baines Botanicals. Today, we're talking about Kalanchoe. The first thing we need to address is the pronunciation, because there are multiple ways to pronounce this that I've seen. I've seen Kalanchoe, I've seen Kalanchoe. I'm going to go with Kalanchoe because the more I think about words that have CH in them, the more I think it should be Kalanchoe, but it could go either way. I just think about like channel and chair and chimney and chutney and, you know, the only words, I mean, but then there's words that like Christmas and I don't know. We're just going to go with Kalanchoe just to keep it simple. But if you want to pronounce it Kalanchoe, that's perfectly fine. You guys know probably that I'm an English major, so sometimes I think about things like that. But when it comes to names and Latin, that kind of mixes up the pronunciation of words that we would typically say another way. But anyway, the common name of this particular Kalanchoe is flapjacks, just because they do have these really flat leaves on them. I'm going to go ahead and put up the taxonomy information for Kalanchoe, and we are in the family Crassulaceae. And if we look at the plant, that's not surprising because this does have a similar shape to a jade plant, Crassula. So I also have here, oh, no, we're not going to fall. I also have here Kalanchoe, but this one is Mother of Thousands. It can also be called Mother of Millions. And if we notice on the margin here, there are actually tiny baby plants. I know it's kind of hard to get in focus. And then these baby plants already have roots on them. And what happens is these will fall off and take root in the soil and just start a brand new plant. On a bigger plant, you'll see the leaves that are just completely lined along the margins with baby plants. So I don't know, that's pretty unique in the plant world to have something like that, which is kind of appealing. This actual plant that I have now are two baby plants that fell off of a mother plant that didn't make it. It kind of wasn't healthy to begin with, but this is how much it's grown so far. It's probably about 6 months old. So oh, there's my cat back there wanting out. Sweetheart, it's too cold to go outside. Dina, come here. Oh, she just wants to make a little camera appearance. Come here, sweetheart. Oh, look at how pretty you are. Hi. Hi, baby. Oh, she's so precious. I know you guys always want to see more of my cats, so I've been trying, if they're around, to grab them. But yeah, where was I? This is Kalanchoe tetraphylla, I believe. This particular one is variegated, so on the margins it does have a little bit of pink and a little bit of yellow. And this one is, I believe it's Kalanchoe lativorans. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong on that. But I usually don't get too wrapped up in the actual species names. I think that knowing the genus is sufficient, just because some species can be tricky to identify because they are so similar. As far as care goes, Kalanchoe is pretty simple. It's similar care to most other succulents. So for light, we want to do bright indirect light. It's not really a low light plant because it grows in a dry, hot, bright environment. Watering, you don't want them to dry out for too long, especially some of these leaves will start to brown and wrinkle up. So if you see your plant start to wrinkle, it's definitely time to water it. Maybe you've waited a little bit too long, but water it more than a cactus, but less than a tropical plant. That's usually what I say for succulents, where you let them dry out for about a day and then you water them, because they are not as hardy as cacti. They do need more water than you think. And I think that's why a lot of people struggle with succulents. But and if it's a smaller plant, of course, you might want to water it a little bit more frequently, just because there's not as much soil in this. And of course it is in a terracotta pot, so that it doesn't retain too much moisture. Soil, just a regular cacti or succulent soil, something that has that extra sand or perlite in it for the drainage. Humidity, doesn't really need extra humidity. Another thing I should say about watering, if you have a succulent like this, you don't really want to get water on the leaves. If you do, just make sure you kind of towel dry it a little bit or something, because if you get water on the leaves, that water can sit there and it can cause problems. It can cause bacterial growth and fungal growth and things like that. So it's not something that you want to be on the leaves of your succulents. And then we have fertilizer, just kind of a regular fertilizer. It doesn't have to be anything special. Just be kind of wary about giving it too much fertilizer. Since it is a succulent, it does retain water. And if you over fertilize, that can really damage or kill the plant. So just kind of maybe dilute it a little bit more than you would for a tropical plant, just to make sure you're not giving it too much. Because you can always give it more, but you can't give it, like, you can't take away what you've already given it. So just be careful. That is about all there is to say about Kalanchoe or Kalanchoe, whatever. There are a lot of different species and there are a lot of unique looking ones. Please put some interesting ones in the comments. Drop some species in there for me. And for other people, obviously, too, that want to check out this genus. But yeah, definitely one worth having. That's all I've got for today. Thank you guys so much for following and liking and subscribing and everything. Thank you so much for commenting and interacting with me. I love our little discussions we have, and I hope they've been helpful because I've learned so much from you guys. Hopefully you've learned something from me too along the way, and let's keep it up. So until the next video, I will see you guys very soon, and thank you.